Yo. Zach Talks TV, Surviving Filmo Africa, checking in with the gang. Make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. Let's get it. Political Deception Part 6, last part of the series. Hit that like button for me, y'all. 7:08 here on the East Coast. Let me know what city y'all tapping in from. As y'all can see right there on the screen, it's 8 degrees where I'm at. It's 8 degrees where I'm at. Let me know what city and state y'all tapping in from. What's the temperature? What's the temperature where y'all at, man?
Our adversaries are watching this right now. They are watching the American chain of command fracture in real time, and they are calculating. So why did the cabinet do this? Why invoke Section 4 tonight of all nights? According to a senior Justice Department official who has spoken to reporters, the cabinet convened in secret last night at the Naval Observatory after a specific incident earlier that afternoon. The details are still emerging, and we need to be careful about what we report as confirmed versus what remains allegation. But multiple sources are pointing to the same series of events. The president allegedly issued a direct order for a military operation on American soil. Specifically, he allegedly ordered active duty military personnel to seize voting machines in a swing state ahead of the upcoming election. The Secretary of Defense reportedly refused to transmit that order. The president allegedly threatened to fire him and proceed through alternative channels. And that, according to the people who signed that declaration, was the line. That was the moment when they concluded that the emergency mechanism existed for exactly this circumstance. That if they did not act last night, American soldiers might be deployed against American citizens by morning. This was not, in their view, a policy disagreement. This was not partisan gamesmanship. This was, they believed, the final guardrail, the emergency brake, the last resort that the 25th Amendment was designed to provide. The president, however, is telling a very different story. Despite aides reportedly attempting to confiscate his phone, he has been posting continuously on social media. He is claiming that a cabal of globalists has infiltrated his cabinet. He is framing the constitutional action as treason. He is calling his supporters to Washington. And that last part is what has law enforcement in a state of genuine alarm. Drop a comment right now. Tell me where you're watching from. I want to know how far this is reaching because people need to understand what's happening. The president posted a message a few hours ago. It read, "Come to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, protect your president." We are now seeing live feeds of crowds forming near the White House. People are arriving by car, by metro, on foot. Some of them are visibly armed. D.C. Metropolitan Police are overwhelmed. Requests for National Guard support have been transmitted. And here's where the constitutional crisis creates an operational nightmare. In Washington, D.C., unlike the states, the authority to deploy the National Guard belongs to the president. The district doesn't have a governor. The president controls the D.C. Guard. So if the vice president, who is constitutionally the acting president, orders the National Guard to secure the perimeter and protect federal buildings, and the president issues a counter order telling those same Guard members to stand down, whose command is lawful? Who do those soldiers obey? The man who was elected or the man who holds constitutional authority under the emergency provisions of the 25th Amendment? There is no manual for this. There is no training scenario. There is no precedent. Every commander, every soldier, every officer is now making individual judgments about which orders to follow. And the wrong choice in any direction could be catastrophic. Now let's talk about the Secret Service, because what's happening there might be the most immediate flashpoint. Secret Service agents are trained to protect the president. They build relationships over years. They develop personal bonds. They are conditioned to give their lives, if necessary, for the person they're assigned to shield. And now, overnight, they're being told that the man they've protected is no longer the president. They're being told that the vice president stationed across town is now their principal. According to sources, this contradiction has created an open rift inside Secret Service Command. The head of the Presidential Protective Detail is reportedly refusing to allow the vice president's security team onto White House grounds. His position stated plainly, I take orders from the president. Until he leaves this building, no one comes in. Think about what that means.
Speaking right now after the Supreme Court's final decision day of this term. Let's listen in.
What they've done. And really it's been an amazing period of time this last hour. There are people elated all over the country. I've seen such happiness and spirit. Sometimes you don't see that, but this case is very important. I was elected on a historic mandate, but in recent months we've seen a handful of radical left judges effectively try to overrule the rightful powers of the president.
Okay, I need to talk to you about the Supreme Court. And specifically, I need to talk to you about what's coming. Because here's the thing. Everyone remembers what the Supreme Court did for Trump. The immunity ruling. The big one. The case that basically said presidents can do almost anything and not face criminal prosecution. That was huge. That was a massive.
I just saw a video of more than 6 masked agents pummeling one of our constituents and shooting him to death. How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to end? How many more lives need to be lost before this administration realizes that a political and partisan narrative is not as important as American values? I'm done being told that our community members are responsible for the vitriol in our streets. I'm done being told that our local elected officials are solely responsible for turning down the temperature to President Trump. This is a moment to act like a leader. Put Minneapolis, put America first in this moment. Let's achieve peace. Let's end this operation, and I'm telling you, our city will come back. Safety will be restored. We're asking for you to take action now to remove these federal agents.
You just made claims that the individual posed a threat to law enforcement.
That is no claim. It is the facts. The facts of this situation. This individual showed up to a law enforcement operation with a weapon and dozens of rounds of ammunition. He wasn't there to peacefully protest. He was there to perpetuate violence, and he was asked to show up and to continue to resist by a governor who's irresponsible and has a long history of corruption and lying. And we won't stand for it anymore. These law enforcement officers take an oath. They get up every single day and they go out to protect the public. Many of these individuals live in their communities, and this mayor and this governor have doxed them. They have allowed people to threaten them and their families and expose their identities in order to instill fear and violence, and that's not what America is about.
You just made claims
That's not what America is about, y'all. That's not what America is about. It's 180 people in here, only 10 likes. That's not the American way. Hell nah. We can't let this shit fly, y'all. We can't let this shit fly tonight, y'all. It's 183 people in here, only 10 likes. That means it's about 100 haters in this motherfucker. It's about 180 haters in this motherfucker. I don't like it. That's not the American way. Hell no. If y'all part of the American way, y'all need to hit the like button. You feel me? Hell no. We can't do this tonight, y'all. Y'all better than this. I know y'all better than this. Y'all better than y'all better than this. Come on now. Hold up. Y'all better than this. Come on now. Oh, my shit tripping. I know.
The individual posed a threat to law enforcement.
That is no claim. It is the facts. The facts of this situation. This individual showed up to a law enforcement operation with a weapon.
Come on now. We got 180 people in here, only 19 likes. Come on now. What's going on, y'all? We snowed in together. Shit, we in this shit together. You feel me? I'm snowed in too. I tried to go live earlier to show y'all my situation. You feel me? If y'all tuned into my live stream earlier, let me know something in the comment section. Also, let me know what city and state y'all tapping in from. What country are y'all tapping in from?
Stop what you are doing. I need 30 seconds of your complete attention because what I'm about to show you, a document that leaked 47 minutes ago.
Why y'all always hating on how somebody talking shit? Damn. Nigga can't even talk? Come on now. Come on now. I'm sorry. I'm not proper. I don't speak proper English. Sorry. Damn. My bad. Shit. I'm trying to learn. If you hit the like button, maybe I can learn something. You feel me? But instead, you want to talk about me and judge me. That's the problem with America right now. Judging. People judge people, judging a book by its cover. You can't judge a book by how it sound. You feel me? You can't judge a book by how it sound. It don't make no noise.
Reveals the sitting president of the United States is executing a constitutional coup right now at this moment. And the legal strategy he is using has never been deployed in American history. 3 hours ago.
Little Mogadishu in the building. Okay then. Hell yeah, I'm from England. Okay, we got England in the building. You feel me? You feel me?
Someone inside the White House sent encrypted files to 7 journalists. I have one of those files. What is inside explains why the president barricaded himself in the residence, why his own lawyers are terrified, and why we are closer to constitutional collapse than at any point since the Civil War. We are not talking about political theater. We are not talking about partisan disagreement. We are talking about a sitting president who looked at the 25th Amendment, found a loophole, and is using it to make himself legally untouchable for the next.
How many Trump fans do we got in the chat, man? Let me know. I need y'all to put MAGA. I need y'all to spam MAGA in the chat. If y'all some Trump fans, let me know in the chat.
John Carl with some more news breaking out of the White House. John, this talk of the 25th Amendment apparently getting quite real.
It is, George. I am told that there have been discussions among some members of the Trump cabinet of invoking the 25th Amendment. I have also also told and aware of conversations among some of the president's allies in Congress. They wouldn't have a role in that. Stop what you are doing.
I need 30 seconds of your complete attention because what I am about to show you, a document that leaked 47 minutes ago, reveals the sitting president of the United States is executing a constitutional coup right now at this moment, and the legal strategy he is using has never been deployed in American history. 3 hours ago, someone inside the White House sent encrypted files to 7 journalists. I have one of those files. What is inside explains why the president barricaded himself in the residence, why his own lawyers are terrified, and why we are closer to constitutional collapse than at any point since the Civil War. We are not talking about political theater. We are not talking about partisan disagreement. We are talking about a sitting president who looked at the 25th Amendment, found a loophole, and is using it to make himself legally untouchable for the next 21 days.
Nah, you know what? This AI shit getting crazy because this shit, this shit is pretty much word for word, bar for bar, the last shit that we just watched. Hell nah. You see how AI doing this? We gotta, hell nah. We can't even believe what we see or hear now. We can't believe what we seeing or hearing these days. Hell nah. We gotta believe this shit. You gotta see it, hear it, and believe it, nigga, or it's fake. You feel me? This shit right here, this is fake. This is the same script as the last video we was just watching.
John Carl with some more news.
Let's see.
Stop what you just made.
This one.
Stop what you are doing. I need 30 seconds of your complete attention because what I'm about to show you, a document that leaked 47 minutes ago, reveals the sitting president of the United States is executing a constitutional coup right now at this moment. And the legal strategy he is using has never been deployed in American history. 3 hours ago, someone inside the White House sent encrypted files to 7 journalists. I have...
Look.
John Carl was...
Stop what you are doing. I need 30 seconds of your complete attention because what I am about to show you, a document that leaked 47 minutes ago...
You lying motherfuckers. Dang.
Huge breaking news right now. Special Counsel Jack Smith...
Each senator, when his or her
I don't even believe humans no more. Fuck that.
We have breaking news right now. A top Pentagon spokesperson has come out.
We
actually want to get right to Kara Scannell. Kara.
Paul Butler, MSNBC legal analyst and former federal prosecutor, and MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin. And the breaking news that we have for you is that, to the surprise of many, including, I'll be honest, myself, the Supreme Court has denied Donald Trump's bid to stay his criminal sentence. He is scheduled to be sentenced tomorrow to no jail time, but as of tomorrow, he will officially be sentenced for the 34-count felony conviction in New York. The Supreme Court asked and answered. They have said no to Donald Trump's bid to stay his sentencing. Ladies first, let me go to you, Lisa Rubin, your reaction to that.
Okay, so there's been...
Tell me why Trump the president fighting cases. You feel me? Trump the president fighting cases. I don't even know.
Massive. Before Donald Trump's invasion remains in power tonight. And every moment of coverage of Greenland is not coverage of Donald Trump's invasion forces in Minneapolis and other parts of the country.
We already made a deal with Greenland. You feel me? We already made a deal with Greenland. That's the thing. Now, the deal was, I think it's called the Board of Peace. The Board of Peace. Now, with this Board of Peace, if you want to be in it, it's Trump's little group. But if you want to be in it, your country got to pledge $1 billion. If you can't pledge $1 billion, you can't be in the club. You feel me? That's what happened. Now we got about 25 countries to join. Russia is joining. So, we getting Russia back on board. Now we got to get, China. Now this is the moment of repair now. We just went through some turmoil trying to obtain Greenland. You know what I'm saying? We still got some issues with Iran, but we're not going to really, I don't think we're going to invade Iran. Honestly, I don't think we're going to invade Iran, but yeah, it's called the Board of Peace. So we got the deal set up for that. So it's looking up. You know what I'm saying? Tax season is here. So get ready to file those taxes towards the end of the month. I think we got until April to do that. Let's see what y'all saying in this comment section. Russia is not on board yet. Russia, they said they in talks. Russia is in talks. They going over the guidelines right now. Greenland or Iceland, or was it Ireland? It was Greenland. Greenland, yep. Greenland. You should read up on it. A big nothing burger. Read up on what? No Greenland deal. Yeah, we got a deal with Greenland. We got a deal. Trump didn't seem sure himself. You don't have to pay to be in the Greenland Club. It's Denmark's. Yeah, to be in the Board of Peace, you got to pledge $1 billion. If you ain't got $1 billion, you can't be in the club.
Did not vote for Donald Trump.
A federal judge just seized...
I talked to Trump on the phone. This is what he told me.
Stop what you are doing. I need 30 seconds of your complete attention because what I am about to show you, a document that leaked 47 minutes ago.
Now you got to be fucking kidding me. Look, a whole nother person with the whole goddamn same script. Now we know AI is taking over the goddamn world, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm just telling y'all what we see right now. Y'all can see They putting the same script to different people, and they all saying the same goddamn thing. This shit getting spooky out here.
Reveals the sitting.
We have some breaking news right now. Mike Johnson's chief of staff was arrested on suspicion of DUI following Donald Trump's speech last night in front of a joint session of Congress, according to NBC News reporting. Johnson's chief of staff was arrested around midnight last night.
Here's everything that happened in America today. Federal agents shot and killed 37-year-old Alex Jeffrey Pretty in Minneapolis, marking the second fatal ICE-related shooting in the city this month after the earlier death of Renee Good. The killing sparked large protests across Minneapolis, with police using tear gas to disperse.
How do y'all feel about that killing? Was it justified or nah? Was it justified or nah? Was he resisting? Or nah, because yesterday I showed the video. What I saw, it looked like he wasn't complying. It looked like he was trying to resist, and it looked like he was fighting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like complying to me. Honestly, that's just me looking in. That's just my opinion. I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know. You feel me? But what do y'all think? If you think that he was complying, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that he did not comply, put a 2 in the chat.
Everybody, breaking news, it's happening right now. As I film this video, the Fulton County Grand Jury in Georgia is voting on indictments in their investigation into Donald Trump's attempts and the attempts of others to overturn the election in the state of Georgia in 2020. It's just been confirmed by many different reports.
Bro, give it up. Give it up. He already the president, bro. We already done. We been invading niggas, taking niggas presidents. We doing all type of shit, bro. Get this shit up. The taking the election and all that bullshit, nah. We was online during that period. We had a whole campaign going. The whole country was red, bro. The whole country was red. It ain't, don't try to backtrack now, act like the whole country went red. Most of the people that's mad at Donald Trump right now, they voted him in. So why are y'all mad? Like I said, there's pros and cons to this shit. We got one objective. His objective is to make America affordable again, to make the streets safe. You know what I'm saying? But all of that shit comes with different pros and different cons. Just like we see in Minneapolis right now. It's a lot of scamming going on up there. A lot of Somalians invading the streets. You know, mainly the scamming and shit. And then, you know, they got the criminals and shit. But Trump sent ICE up there, and now it's pros and cons going on. Now those pros and cons going on. Now that ICE is there, they're picking up just any and everybody. You feel me? When it was really supposed to be just the criminals. Now they're just picking on anybody. They're walking up to random ladies on the street, even if they don't even, just because they don't look American, they're walking up to them, they're asking where they're from and all of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So some of that shit I don't agree with. But that's how the world is. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to agree with everything 100% all the time. Sometimes there got to be some give or take. You know what I'm saying? This shit is a war. All of this shit is a war. And just think, it's millions and millions and millions of people in the world. Imagine us all agreeing on one thing. It's never going to happen.
Who are standing outside.
We have some significant news right now. A massive general strike has officially begun in the state of Minnesota. This general strike will close down businesses. Parents will not be shopping. Children will not be going to school. All to protest ICE, to protest the Trump administration.
And we talked about how this protesting shit, it don't really do nothing anyway, bro. It really just puts you in danger. You know? Really just puts you in danger. What does 100 people, 200 people, 300 people standing outside marching down the street with signs, what does that really do? In hindsight, what does that really do? Nothing. It's a bunch of different ways to run a campaign, to run a protest, you know? And it's time for us to start implementing different ways of protest into this thing. We can't keep going back to motherfucking marching down the street like it's 1950 or 1960. You know what I'm saying? That shit is old. We got AI and all this type of shit. We done advanced in technology now. We should have a whole new advanced system on protesting. It's time for somebody to invent a new way to protest, and it might as well be me. Let's get it.
Protest what has been happening on the ground in Minnesota. And it all comes as ICE is escalating efforts on the ground targeting children in Minneapolis, now targeting police officers in a state.
Donald Trump went to Detroit today to lie to the audience of rich people at the Detroit Economic Club, telling them that prices are down after a year of inflation holding steady thanks to Donald Trump's tariffs and Donald Trump's other economic mismanagement.
Let me get to these comments. The legal way to protest is to apply for a permit and then stay within the guidelines of your permit. Anything else out of those guidelines means you're an agitator. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know you had to apply for licenses to protest and do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm missing some. Americans are paying the tariffs temporarily and all the factories are being moved here. So good luck getting a job wherever you're at. A lot of companies now not making money. Yeah, that's true. A lot of companies are cutting their workers. Wages are being cut. Like, we being played over here in America. All of our money is going over there overseas to Ukraine and all of this bullshit to fight wars that we don't even know, places we've never been. Whole time we're working hard as hell. They taking hella money out of our checks. The food prices are going up. Gas prices are getting a little bit better, but shit, we need 99 cents a gallon. We need free health care. It's time for America to turn it up. We done worked too damn hard for too goddamn long. You feel me? I need y'all to get them damn but see this, y'all be playing every night. Y'all been playing, bro. It's 241 people in here and only 43 likes. Every night y'all been playing with me every goddamn night, and I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it, y'all. I need y'all to get them likes up to 50 right now. I'll wait. We can wait. Shit. I just want to get it. I just want to keep the show going. Let's see. MLK applied for permits. This isn't the same fight, but it's just an example. Okay, then. Flapping lips, the racists love you. Flapping those lips, the racists love you. Come on now. See, just random stupid shit. How you doing, Christine? I don't need a permit to speak out about my government. Exactly. What I'm doing right now, I'm protesting, and I don't need a permit. And I got 252 people. You feel me? And I don't need a permit for this. This is a new way to protest. Only 46 likes. Only 40. That means I only got 48 soldiers. Really? I got 213. That means we got about what? 150 agitators in this motherfucker. The rest of y'all might be just agitators. The people that hit the like button, I know y'all really with me.
Well, tonight, with the world now wondering about the 10 co-conspirators of Jeffrey Epstein referred to in some of the Epstein files released today, it is worth considering. What would an innocent person do? What would someone who is mentioned in the Epstein files do?
Nah, I got 48. Yeah, that means I got about 230 agitators in this motherfucker. And that's crazy. You know what? I'm about to enlist my moderators in this motherfucker. Since y'all don't want to, since I know we got a lot of fake people in here that ain't really rocking with me, y'all probably ain't hit the subscribe button. Y'all probably ain't hit the like button or nothing. Then we might have to start. You know what? Blaine Smith, I'm about to go ahead and you got to go in timeout, bro. I don't like how you coming at me. I don't like how you doing the chat. Put him in timeout. Bop. And his ass hit. You feel me? That's how easy it is. See him? Put him in timeout. Bop. Now his ass hit. See how that go? Are you going to write me out a prescription for my freaking medication or what? Are you going to write me out? Come on. Yeah, that's a bot. Mr. Trump, go Mr. Trump, go ICE, do your job, what we voted for, 77 million strong. Yeah, hella people voted for Trump. For damn sure.
If he or she believed that he or she is totally innocent of any wrongdoing with Jeffrey Epstein.
The whole country read.
Former President Bill Clinton's office put out a statement saying, quote,
country read. I said,
so Donald Trump just went absolutely ballistic after a bipartisan group of 47 members of Congress.
Hold on, we got to watch his lips because this AI getting out of control. We got to watch his lips closely, y'all, so we can make sure.
Formally demanded his resignation, and the fallout has left Washington, D.C. in complete chaos. And what triggered this unprecedented move? A leaked memo revealing that Trump allegedly interfered with military operations for personal political gain, while sensitive national security operations were underway. According to sources who reviewed the document, Trump personally ordered delays.
I don't think this is real for some reason. I don't think this is real. He talking too perfect. What y'all think? He talking too perfect. His head ain't moving for real.
In critical defense authorizations because the commanders involved hadn't publicly endorsed his policies. This isn't just another political controversy or partisan squabble. We're talking about members of his own party joining Democrats.
Is this real or not? Is this real or not? What y'all think? AI or not?
To publicly call for a sitting president to step down. And trust me, when you've got Republican Congress members breaking ranks to demand resignation, you know something massive just exploded. It's honestly hard to believe we're watching elected officials from both parties unite against a president in a way we haven't seen since
Okay, yeah, that's AI. Okay, yeah, okay. I ain't the only one to see it. Yeah, I see it too, y'all. Now, what we can take from this is the lips can match up, but us as humans, we can pretty much detect fake when we see fake. Some of us might have a little robot in us and we might not be able to detect it. But if you real human, you can really detect when a human ain't real.
Okay. I need you to stay with me here because
this.
what I'm about to walk you through is genuinely unprecedented.
See what I'm saying? We can't believe shit. We can't believe shit. Nobody's saying. They having people talk, AI type in the shit, and they just talking.
My God, yes. CNN just had a roundtable guest that we all love. And oh my, what a breath of fresh air to hear this on TV.
I saw the headline this morning and it stopped me cold. Trump said he would release the video of the boat strike. And then just hours later, he stepped back. He said he would defer to Pete Hegseth. And as I read that line, I felt something heavy in my chest. Because when leaders change their minds on something, this serious people feel it, families feel it, our country feels it. Before I go deeper, let me say this right now. If you care about truth, if you want lead.
Is this real? I got to question everything now. Shit, I know this Gavin Newsom. Is this real or nah? Is this AI?
Leaders who face hard moments with honesty, please subscribe and become a member.
Exactly. Subscribe and become a member. That part. That part, Gavin Newsom. You know what? I'm starting to like Gavin Newsom. I'm starting to like Gavin Newsom. You hear what he said? Subscribe and become a member. That part. You feel me?
Guys, we have some massive breaking news coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Governor Tim Walz has now formally and officially activated the National Guard. Now, this all happens in the wake after another Minnesotan was killed by ICE earlier today, 37-year-old Alex Preddy. Governor Walz went ahead and formally activated the National Guard, basically to help assist the Sheriff's Department deputies so that there is more availability for them to go where they need to go.
Attorney General Pam Bondi making an unexpected trip to Minnesota tonight, sending a warning.
Pam Bondi, how y'all feel about Pam Bondi? Let me know in the comment section. Pam Bondi.
To the state's top leaders.
Whether it's a public official, whether it's a law enforcement officer, no one is above the law in this state or in this country. And people...
Pam Bondi look pretty cool though. You feel me? Makeup look nice, hair laid down, you know.
Will be held accountable.
It looked like she might have had nose surgery or some shit. What y'all think? It looked like she might have had some work done. Looked like she might have had some work done. What y'all think?
The Attorney General, Pam Bondi.
Okay.
Come
Attorney
on.
General Pam Bondi making an unexpected
Pam Bondi. What the hell?
Okay. I need you to stay with me here.
Holy shit, y'all! Representative Al.
Breaking news. We have some absolutely massive news right now that is shaking the Pentagon to its core. NBC News has just confirmed that Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth personally ordered the killing of all 11 people on board a drug boat on September 2nd. Here is the shocking context you need to know. This report confirms that the order includes...
This is the image they said we would never see. For a decade, Donald Trump has been the Teflon Don. Impeachments bounced off him.
More AI bullshit. Come on now. Damn.
Donald Trump just faced an immediate arrest order from a federal judge, and sources say he was caught completely.
There's a lot of news that happened here in the United States today, and here's a recap.
Follow up my colleague's question from Russia saying that your foreign policy is largely in line with their vision. Should that be concerning to Americans?
Said what?
Should that be concerning to Americans?
Read the statement.
That Russia says that your administration's foreign policy is, quote, largely in line with their vision.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think it takes two to tango, and you're going to have to make a deal with Russia, and you're going to have to make a deal with Ukraine. You're going to have the assent, and you're going to have the consent from the European nations, because I think that's important, and from us. I think everybody has to get into a room, so to speak, and we have to make a deal. And the deal can be made very fast. It should not be that hard a deal to make. It could be made very fast. Now, maybe somebody doesn't want to make a deal. And if somebody doesn't want to make a deal, I think that person won't be around very long. That person will not be listened to very long because I believe that Russia wants to make a deal. I believe certainly the people of Ukraine want to make a deal. They've suffered.
Russia want to make a deal. Ukraine want to make a deal. Everybody want to make a deal with the United States. And you know what? Now that I think about it, for Trump to be like what? Trump, y'all say Trump like what? 80, 81? Trump pretty sharp for an 81-year-old for sure. I can only pray to be 81 and be this sharp. We can all only pray that we can be 81 and be this sharp. You feel me? He's still standing, walking around. He done got shot. He done took bullets and shit. You feel me? Nah, Trump sharp.
More than anybody else. We talk about suffering. They've suffered. But if you think about it, under President Bush, they got Georgia, right? Russia got Georgia. Under President Obama, they got a nice big submarine base, a nice big chunk of land where they have their submarines. You know that, right? Crimea. Under President Trump, they got nothing. And under President Biden, they tried to get the whole thing. They tried to get the whole big Ukraine, the whole thing. If I didn't get in here, they would have gotten the whole thing. So I can only say, you can go back to Bush, you can go back to Obama, and go back to Biden. They took a lot. The only one they didn't get, you know what I gave them? I gave them anti-tank missiles. That's what I gave them. I gave them sanctions on Russia. I gave them javelins. You know the javelins? You know when they took out all those tanks? You know the tanks were heading to Kiev by the hundreds, and they were unstoppable. And I gave them javelins. So, you know, I really, Putin is the one that will tell you this has not been so good for them. The fact is that I just want fairness. I want fairness. But think of it. I gave Russia nothing except grief. I gave them nothing. I gave them sanctions and javelins. That's what I gave them. Obama gave them sheets, and you heard that statement before.
We ain't give them nothing but sanctions and javelins. You heard him.
It's a very famous. Trump gave them javelins, and Obama gave them sheets, and then they say how close I am to Russia. And let me tell you, we have to make a deal because there are a lot of people being killed that shouldn't be killed. But remember, Trump gave them nothing, and the other presidents gave them a lot. They gave them everything. This morning, the Supreme Court has delivered a monumental victory for the Constitution, the separation of powers, and the rule of law in striking down the excessive use of nationwide injunctions to interfere with the normal functioning of the executive.
Trump, the most entertaining president, hands down, for sure. Y'all can't say that. Y'all can't argue with that. Y'all can't even argue with me on that. You feel me? Trump, the most entertaining president we ever had in history. You feel me? And for that, give him the Nobel Peace Prize. Fuck it.
Branch, the Supreme Court has stopped the presidency itself. That's what they've done. And really, it's been.
Trump, He's an entertaining president. You feel me? Comedy. This shit comedy. And for that, give him the Nobel Peace Prize. Fuck it.
An amazing period of time this last hour. There are people elated all over the country. I've seen such happiness and spirit. Sometimes you don't see that, but this case is very important. I was elected on a historic mandate, but in recent months we've seen a handful of radical left judges effectively try to overrule the rightful power.
The last presidency was boring. You feel me? The other presidents be boring. We don't even be caring about politics at all. I know I don't. Shit. The other presidents, they don't be making no noise. Shit, Trump would get on here and make us all stand up. You feel? Trump would say some shit, make us all question what the hell about to happen. You feel me? This shit getting
of the president to stop the American people from getting the policies that they voted for in record numbers.
The Supreme Court's emergency docket.
Breaking news this hour, California is...
You need to pay attention to what is happening in Minneapolis right now.
Nope, that's AI.
Breaking news. What is happening in California?
Nope, that's AI.
Breaking news out of Washington.
Nope, that's AI.
The 4th of August might have missed.
Nope, she AI.
I don't know.
Nope, they AI.
Everybody breaking news.
AI.
It's
This nigga's AI too. I don't care.
Emergency breaking news happening in downtown Indianapolis.
Nah, that's old.
Crashed airplane. We didn't know the difference. Now, these devices have very high...
I'm in a super lame sector. That's what it is. We need to get the hell up out of this sector. Actually, let's go back down here to Minneapolis.
ICE out! Minnesota, y'all know who you are.
We are currently in downtown Minneapolis. This is the largest ICE out protest that we've seen in the Twin Cities following the ICE killing of Renee Good. That was just over 2 weeks ago. There's at least 1,000 people in downtown Minneapolis right now. Another component of this protest is an economic blackout. We've seen dozens, if not hundreds, of small businesses throughout the Twin Cities say they'll be closed today. Now that's just to amplify this message and demonstrate our demands that ICE end its surge and ultimately leave Minnesota. Stay with KARE 11 for the latest information.
ICE
agents shot and killed a man in Minneapolis today. Whether or not it's okay for an officer to use deadly force is not a political issue. I'm Alex, I'm an attorney. Let's talk about the legality of this. The Supreme Court has held that it is not justifiable for an officer to use deadly force because a suspect is fleeing or not complying with an order.
Oh no, she might be AI, y'all. I don't know what to believe these days.
Deadly force is only justifiable if there's an immediate threat that the suspect poses serious harm. And this doesn't mean the officer just says, I'm scared of this person, they're going to hurt me. This has to be looked at using an objective reasonableness standard. So would a reasonable officer in this person's shoes have done the same thing? And you look at the totality of the circumstances. So you're considering things like, was this person armed? Was this person already restrained? And there's a difference between struggling and being restrained and posing a threat while being restrained. Was the person fleeing? Could the officer have moved out of the way or done something differently to
Hey, the dog on your bed. Get the dog off your goddamn bed.
avoid being harmed? So we look at the totality of the circumstances, the entire situation, from an objective viewpoint to determine whether
the dog on your pillow. Hell nah. Turn around. The dog on your goddamn pillow.
use of deadly force was justifiable. ICE agents shot and killed a man in Minneapolis.
The man who was shot by ICE agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota, outside the Glam Donuts, is being reported. Guess what his crime was? Recording the ICE agents. That's shameful. How long before it comes out?
Nah, that wasn't a crime, bro. You uneducated. Nah, not uneducated. My bad. Uninformed. That's what it is.
Your cause is empty. You protected Cheeto. You are a privatized army for an autocrat. And he is so dumb. Empty hearts. You empty shells.
You empty hearts. Like, come on, bro. You about to be hoarse for this shit? You empty hearts. You empty souls. Listen to this shit, bro.
Stand for nothing. You protect nothing. Your cause is empty. You protected Cheeto. You are a privatized army for an autocrat. And he is so
dumb.
Empty hearts. You empty shells. You stand for nothing. You protect nothing.
That's crazy. They out there just doing a job, for real. At the end of the day, when you think about it from a different side, the people that's in these ICE uniforms are simply at work. And this is the bullshit that they got to deal with at work. Fucked up.
Okay, I got some other.
See this?
Yeah, unroll your windows.
See that right there? It don't look like he was willingly backing up. It looked like he holding the camera up and he's like pushing forward. It seemed like he pushing forward when the ICE agent backing him up. What y'all think? Meanwhile, you see the lady right there, she's not doing nothing. She's not trying to walk up to the scene and do all the extra shit. The lady right there, she got off safe. She didn't, you feel me? She just down there being an onlooker. She looking at this nigga like, why you doing all that? Meanwhile, you feel me? Meanwhile, see? And now all of this escalated to about, what, 6 other agents surrounded him. After this, he started doing some other shit. Looked like he started trying to beat somebody up and like, come on. You know what the problem is? People are playing too many goddamn video games out here. Y'all think everything is a goddamn video game. Everything is not a goddamn video game, okay? That's what I think it is. Y'all playing too much Call of Duty and too much Grand Theft Auto. I don't even know what y'all be playing for real. But it's something that y'all be playing and make y'all think that doing game shit is okay in real life. It's not. Or maybe y'all watching too much internet. Everything you see on the internet is not real. Some of that shit, most of that shit is scripted. You know what I'm saying? Even the pranks and shit y'all see on the internet, that should be scripted. You try that shit in real life, motherfucker might murk you over some bullshit. You trying to do a prank. You feel me? Everybody don't prank. Everybody don't prank. You feel me? This shit get crazy. Everything you see on the internet is not real. A lot of that shit is scripted. Everything you see on the movies is not real. That shit is scripted. They're paid actors. They're paid actors. Everybody want to be a content creator these days. Everybody want to be a stunt double, want to do stunts and shit, want to do pranks, and then when you do that shit in real life, you get real life consequences. And then you wonder, and then you asking God why. Meanwhile, you're watching too much internet and you're playing too many games. Well, yeah, you can't believe your own eyes these days. Look, see that? Look, this is what I was saying yesterday. This is what I was saying yesterday. It's 2 types of people. It's the people that's going to stand on the ground and try to face these ICE agents and risk their own life. And then it's the people that's going to ride by and say, fuck off. You feel me? And they still don't agree with the shit, but they just not about to risk their life for the shit. And this, you see it in this video right here.
Yeah, unroll your windows.
See that? Now that dude that they just drove past, he's gonna later end up deceased. They could have stopped their car right there. They could have caused the situation right there with the ICE agent right there. You feel me? They could have stopped, hopped out their car, and caused the whole stupid ass situation. What y'all would have said? Oh, that wasn't justified. You feel me? Some bullshit. They chose to drove off.
Fuck off!
You feel me?
Pieces of shit.
And they live another day. That's how you live another day, right there. That's two types of people, y'all. That's how you live another day, right there. You drive past and you say, fuck off. And you go back to your crib and you make some coffee. Fuck it. You feel me? You garden. You live another day. That's what it's about. You don't risk your life for this type of shit. See that? Now he would later end up deceased. Ain't that something? And they drove right past him. It's two types of people. Exactly. Two types of people. It's the people that get down there on the ground and want to face them and do the extra shit. And then it's the people that ride by and say, fuck off. We don't agree with that bullshit, but we not about to risk our life for that dumb shit. We about to get back home and make it back to our family.
Go around. Fuck off!
Minneapolis, Minnesota. The man that ICE or Customs and Border Patrol shot and killed today in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know what he was doing? He was standing on the side of the sidewalk and he was filming them. He was filming them.
We just saw the video. Did it look like he was on a sidewalk or was he in the middle of the street? Do that look like a sidewalk? Hold up.
Yeah, unroll your windows.
That car stopped right there. Do that look like a goddamn sidewalk where he's standing at? Now you see how people be lying? This is why people act like they don't watch the damn video their damn self. You know what I'm saying? Now we gonna scroll back to him and he gonna be like, he was standing on the sidewalk and like, come on now. He wasn't, clearly. They trying to push his ass to the sidewalk.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. The man that ICE or Customs and Border Patrol shot and killed today in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know what he was doing?
You know what
he was standing on the side of the sidewalk and he was filming them. He was filming them. That is his crime.
Clearly not on the goddamn sidewalk. Clearly in the middle of the street. But it's other people right there behind him too. But it looked like he just a step further. He just a step further out there. You know? I don't know what they was trying to do. Were they trying to clear out the roads or... But that's not a sidewalk. That's all I know. Y'all, is that a sidewalk to y'all? Let me know something. Because some of y'all see this and still go online and be like, he was only standing on the sidewalk. He didn't do anything. He was just standing on a sidewalk. Yeah, look. Some of y'all still see a sidewalk. Damn, that's crazy. See? We all seeing things differently. That's how you know we ain't seeing the same shit. That don't look like a sidewalk to me either. We need to do a poll in the chat because this shit's getting out of control. Clearly, some of y'all still think that's a sidewalk. So if you think that's a sidewalk, put a 1 in the chat. If you do not think that is a sidewalk, put a 2 in the chat. If you think that's a sidewalk, put a 1 in the chat. If you do not think that's a sidewalk, put a 2 in the chat. and I see some damn ones. See, look at this. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, I see some damn ones. That's crazy. Now, what the hell? 3. I don't know what 3 is. They seeing some other shit. You see what I'm saying? Some people seeing some other shit. They like, he on top of a car. Damn, I don't see that. Damn, see, this what I'm saying. Look what Grandpa say.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. The man that ICE or Customs and Border Patrol shot and killed today in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You know what he was doing?
You know what he was
standing
doing?
on the side of the sidewalk, and he was filming them. He was filming them. That is his crime. He was using his phone to record ICE there in Minneapolis this morning. And you can see there's another video that shows us all before. And you can see the ICE agents gathering around him. And they...
Literally everybody saying that he was doing different shit. And you know why? Because we wasn't there. That's the main thing. We wasn't there. We didn't see the shit. We're going by different videos, different angles, different, you know what I'm saying? We can't get the truth like that. We can never get the truth like that. We can only get the truth if we see the shit with our own eyes these days. These days, the truth gets spread around, it becomes a damn lie. The truth gets spread around. Once the truth gets spread around, it get changed from this person to that person, to that person, to that person. Next thing you know, once it gets to the 100th person, the whole story done changed. We don't know what the hell happened. We got half the truth and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. We can never know the truth from getting these little clips and shit. Only way we'll know the truth about this shit is if we was there. Everybody got their own account from what they saw, from whatever videos they saw. You know what I'm saying? That's not valid. I don't think that's valid. That's not really valid, you know? We got to bring back the truth, the honest truth, not the AI truth. Not the AI truth, not the motherfucking heard it down a grapevine truth. That's basically what the clip is. If you see a clip and somebody giving you their account of some shit and they wasn't there, you're getting I heard down the grapevine that this shit happened. You feel me? That's not how it's supposed to be, but that's what it is.
Did this because he was filming them. This is so wrong. This is what they did in Germany, and they're stopping people from their First Amendment right for free speech. They can record ICE as long as they stay out of their way and more than 5 or 10 feet away. They approach him. They go after him. He's not bothering them. This is on Donald Trump. This is on Kristi Noem. This is on untrained ICE agents that shouldn't be in these cities, that don't have policing skills, and clearly don't know what they're doing, except they are killing U.S. citizens, merely exercising their First Amendment right. And this is wrong. The video.
I would just show them the video and I'd be like, Grandpa, is that the sidewalk or is that the street? All right, Grandpa, is that the sidewalk or is that the goddamn street? Tell me right now, because I don't want to have to send you to the goddamn nursing home, because this shit getting out of control. I cannot believe. Now, Grandpa, is that the sidewalk or the goddamn? Because we gonna need to figure this out now. We can't keep having you driving on these streets if you don't know what the sidewalk is. If you don't know the sidewalk from the street, Grandpa, we might have to take you off the road, because this shit getting crazy now.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
This shit getting crazy now, Grandpa. I can't keep doing this.
He drew his gun on the law enforcement. No, he literally didn't. You can see in the video they took his gun, and when he was already on the ground dead, they shot him 7 more times.
Look, the story changing. Now when he was already on the ground dead, they shot him 7 more. Damn. See, this is what I be talking about. I've never heard this story yet. This is a new one. You feel me? She just put me onto some new shit. Now, while he was laying there dead, he was shot 7 more times. Like, damn. Now they overkilled him, so they just stood there and cooked him. That's what y'all saying? They just stood there and cooked him. You get a shot. You get a shot. You get a shot. Everybody just took a shot. Like, yeah, we gonna take turns, y'all. That's what they did. Come on now.
Telling me 5 ICE agents couldn't restrain one man after they took his weapon, which he had a legal license to carry, right? Because the 2A crowd is all of a sudden.
You can't bring a gun to a protest. I don't think. That's what I saw somebody say in the comment section. Shit, I don't know. I don't be trying to protest that much. Fuck that. I don't be trying to protest that much. Fuck that.
Very silent on this one. Yeah, 5 men couldn't restrain one man because
that's what I'm saying. It's like you can bring a gun to a protest. That's like just think of like Black Panthers or something. So yeah, you can bring a gun to a protest, especially if you got license to carry. I've actually been in a protest before with my gun, like just walking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't do that shit no more. Hell no, that was the past, y'all.
47 days of training because Trump is the 47th president. You guys are so pathetic. Like, you sound exactly like the left in 2020. You're sitting here saying he doesn't have a right to.
Red Hood, welcome to the chat, bro. Appreciate you coming through. We got some ammunition. Like I said, y'all, we got a small army. I'm looking for a couple more moderators. Like I said, we got a lot. We got 428 people in here. Red Hood can't do it by itself. I need a couple more moderators, y'all. We got 96 likes. I need more likes. Yes, she is very beautiful. Look at her eyes. Very beautiful eyes.
Be there or be outside. Like, we just literally lost our right to roam free outside in public. It's really pathetic.
But I don't think she know what she talking about. She don't know what she talking about. You see that?
Okay, so I have some updates on.
See that? See what he doing in the street?
Update. New details have emerged about Alex Preddy, the Veteran Affairs and ICU nurse killed by ICE this morning in Minneapolis, and they raise serious questions. Officials now confirm the man was a legal gun owner with a carry permit. Federal authorities claim he approached agents with a firearm and say the shooting was defensive. But here,
well, why do we look like Jim Carrey? Like, what the hell going on?
Here's where the story fractures. Video and city officials described the man being pepper spray, tackled, and repeatedly struck before shots were fired. Minneapolis leaders are openly disputing that federal
Jim Carrey, quit lying to us now. Come on now.
Count. This matters on 2 counts. First, gun rights. Alex Preddy legally owned and legally carried his gun and is now dead after an encounter with federal agents who apparently saw it and freaked out. So what happened to the right to keep and bear arms? Want to comment on that, NRA? Second, politics. President Trump is now defending the agents and accusing Minnesota officials of insurrection for criticizing the operation, a sharp and deliberate choice of words from the White House. Bottom line, this is no longer just about one shooting. It's about who controls the narrative, what self-defense means when federal force is involved, and how far this confrontation is going to escalate. This has been
Jim Carrey. I don't know. I think you heard it down the grapevine. You wasn't there, just like the rest of them. And you got your own opinion. And so do we. We just trying to get to the bottom of it. We saw the video several goddamn times. We heard Grandpa say he was on the sidewalk, and we literally saw him standing in the middle of the street. So I don't know what to believe no more. Even Grandpa lied to us. So I know in my heart, Jim Carrey here is lying to us. I don't believe it. You know what, Jim Carrey? I think you AI. Fuck that.
ICE just unalived someone again.
Hold the fuck up. Where did that voice come from? ICE just unalived someone.
In Minneapolis. It was a man and he was like on the sidewalk.
Nah, the voice don't match, y'all. What y'all think? some shit. Now, this might be a robot. I don't know. Shit getting crazy.
And there were like 10 ICE agents tackling this one man. Like, first of all...
Oh, no. This might be a robot, y'all. I can't. This might be a robot, y'all. Y'all hear that voice? This don't match. Is this AI? This might be AI. Hell nah. This shit crazy. They got him earrings and everything. He look real.
Why do you need that many people to get one person?
Nah, not with that voice. That ain't no...
Okay, I have an update on the...
So another person in Minneapolis. Eyes out! 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 Eyes out!
They down there making barricades with garbage cans. Look, they just want to do something. They just want to be out there doing something. For real. Cold as hell. Freezing they goddamn ass off. Mask and you feel me? They just want to be out there doing something. Freezing they goddamn ass off. Making barricades and come on now. Playing games. They think it's Roblox. And shit. They want to build garbage can lands and shit. Come on, bro.
A lot of people out here to protest the killing of another person in Minneapolis. Right there.
So the field commander for the SS just came on the news.
Hey, a 51-year-old man dead. See, this is what I'm saying. He's 37. Look, now he's 51. I don't believe none of this shit no more. You feel me? Look, now they reporting whatever this is, they reporting that he's 51. When he was literally 37. Come on. Shit getting crazy.
How's it going? All right.
Get any closer.
I'm not
getting any closer.
I'm not getting closer to the vehicle.
So is this one a targeted case? No comment?
So you guys don't even know who it is. Do you guys have a name? Were you given anything like a warrant or something like that?
This is how you guys spend your day off in school?
Well, yeah. I feel like it's a pretty good use of our time.
Smashing doors down, grabbing people.
Dang, what was they living in the garage or something? What the hell?
They've got that.
Johnny Bones, appreciate that flow hard, bro. Hell yeah.
I'm an observer.
ICE agents shot and killed Alex Preddy, a 37-year-old ICU nurse and U.S. citizen this morning on the streets of South Minneapolis. Here's what we know about the shooting. Immediately, the Department of Homeland Security came out and said that he had a gun and 2 magazines, and they used the word massacre. They said his intent was to massacre ICE agents. Border Patrol Chief Greg Bonvino gave a similar statement saying, again, the word massacre, that this was the intent.
Now that don't even sound right. He was about to massacre ICE agents. They do be trying to beef up the language, but that's all propaganda. That's called propaganda. You feel me? Like I said, we only know what they tell us. If we wasn't there, we only know what they tell us.
Stephen Miller called him a domestic terrorist. J.D. Vance retweeted that and said he was a domestic terrorist. The Minneapolis police chief, however, said that this was an ICU nurse who had no criminal record other than a few traffic tickets, and that he was a legal gun owner. He had a concealed weapons permit that was registered in March of 2021. The video shows a very clear scene. He is filming the ICE officers in the street. An ICE officer pushes a woman down to the ground. He runs over to help her, and the ICE officers begin pepper spraying his eyes. As he's helping him, this woman, he gets tackled by an ICE officer, and 6, 7, 8 different officers surround him and start kicking him, punching him.
Why are you running over to help a woman that's already not complying with an ICE agent? Why are you implementing yourself in some shit that has nothing to do with you? This is why minding our own business comes into key. It's very key. Minding our own business is very key. That's the thing too. Some of y'all don't know how to mind your own business. Y'all see some shit going on that ain't got shit to do with y'all. Y'all implement y'all own self into it, and now bullshit happen. You know? It's uncalled for. It's senseless. Senseless. Okay, we understand nobody wants the ICE agents there, but right now they got to be there. For some damn reason, I guess it's too many illegals or whatever the hell. They said it's scamming going on there. They said it's illegal immigrants, a bunch of Somalian shit. Hell, I don't know. But I'm not about to go out there and risk my goddamn life for it. The hell? Why? And why should you? It don't make sense. Let them do their goddamn job, whatever that job is. Shit, tell the immigrants to lay low. Everybody lay low. Y'all making the blocks hot. Y'all playing the game wrong. When the block get hot, when the agents, when they send agents like that on the streets, it's time to lay low. Like shit, it's time to hunker down, y'all. Shit. All right, shit. We know them agents out on the street. We gonna send the American to get our food. Fuck that. You feel me? The block hot, y'all.
I'm down to the ground. He is wiping his eyes on the ground when someone shoots him in the head.
Now he's wiping his eyes on the ground when someone shoots him on the head multiple times. See, the story changes once again. Come on. See?
I just watched about 5 or 6 ICE agents tackle a guy to the ground, beat him. And then
she looked like a damn cartoon character, don't she? This is crazy.
2 of them took turns shooting him.
Now they took turns. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. The story keep changing. Story keep changing. Now they took turns. Now they tag teamed him. Now they tagged this toe. I
don't know, but the guy was fucking lifeless on the ground. And then they were fucking taking turns.
Now they tagged his toe, y'all. They is taking turns tagging his toe.
Shooting him while he was already dead. I don't know, man. What is going on?
They was taking turns tagging his toe, y'all.
What the fuck is going on? I just watched about 5 or 6 ICE agents
51-year-old. Look, police are now saying the man was 37-year-old citizen. Now they reporting 51-year-old, but in the description they're saying 37. See, come on.
A little bit more information. This is a photo of the man that was executed.
That's what Trump. See, now I know what Trump be talking about. All this fake news, all this fake AI, all the stories getting passed down. That's how that Epstein shit is. The story done got passed down through hella people. Now it's changed up. Now he somehow implemented in this stuff. And you know what? Trump, I don't think you did that stuff. Hell no.
ICE. I have a second video I will be stitching together with the first one I had shared so we can kind of get an understanding of what was happening. But please notice he's recording. He's not doing anything. He's standing and recording.
Man, and they keep pushing people, you know.
they popped him, they all cleared out. Look. When people hear gunshots, they just start running automatically. And that was it.
Adam Mockler just showed extremely slowed down footage moments before the shooting of a protester by ICE agents, where one of the ICE agents, in the unskilled bar fight frenzy, reaches around the victim's stomach, pulls out his weapon, takes it from him, swings his arm back with the gun in his hand. And then the gunfire started after that.
All right, let's
I went
see
to
it.
his TikTok page to
Let's
see if
see
he
it
posted
then.
there. I saw it on Instagram. Adam Mockler, go ahead and try to find it.
Let's see it then, Grandma. We don't believe you, Grandma, unless you show us the video, because we've been lied to so many goddamn times. So if you don't show us the goddamn video, Grandma, then we don't believe you.
Adam Mockler just showed.
Aldi said, fuck that. Ain't no more protesters coming in here.
That's safe and secure. Questions?
All right. One question. First question, when did agents learn that he had a gun? Did he ever brand it?
I'm just curious, does it look like he pulled a gun?
Of course he didn't pull it right now, sweetheart. As you can see, it looks like he's holding the camera. It looks like he's talking to the ICE agent directly in his face. It don't look like he's complying. If he was complying, he would have been done turned around and walked the hell off. Once they start pushing me like this, I would have been like, you know what? You got it. I'm out. Fuck that.
Does it look like he was approached with his phone in his hand, recording? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yet another shooting involving an ICE agent has taken place in Minneapolis as a result of the violent rhetoric being spewed by people like Mayor Jacob Frey as well as Governor Tim Walz. They have effectively declared war against our federal agents.
There's been a shooting near 27th and Nicollet Avenue. We're hearing from Governor Walz.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الساعة المكان هي قوب أنا جرا ماشم سبحان الله ماشم ما تني عدانا لودلي وصلنا لتوجيرها النار سهل دلي.
ICE? Hell nah. ICE? Look, there you go right there, y'all. ICE, get him.
وقت شعبت الصبحين ICE أو اللي هي ما لنا قبل عدانا دلين أصلا ما أنت بكلا دلي.
ICE, he right here. He recording the video. Look, they don't even be getting the right people. That's what I'm saying. ICE, he right here. He recording.
And remember, kids, the next time that
ICE shot and killed a man this morning in Minneapolis less than an hour ago, and the video just dropped, and it's horrifying. When I first heard the news, I hoped that it was, I hope it was a misunderstanding. It's not. I won't even show the footage. Oh my God, y'all, they had him held down. One was beating him, and you hear pop, pop. Everybody runs away, and he flops. This is bad.
One was beating him, then you hear pop, pop. Now it's only 2 shots. First, we hear somebody tagging his toe. First, they was tagging his toe, tag team and tagging his toe. Now it was just pop, pop. One person say he was standing on the sidewalk. That's what I'm saying. Fake news.
Some breaking the fuck news. ICE has shot and killed another man in Minnesota, an American citizen. This one was recording them. There are videos coming out now. I haven't taken the time to watch any, but I'm just looking at them. I'm looking at the commentary. And yeah, I think the general idea is to get Americans comfortable with the idea that ICE can kill them anytime they want to, which is reminiscent of, because now they can knock on
Come
doors.
on, Blade.
Come
on, Blade. That ain't the goal, Blade. what we trying to do is we trying to get out the criminals. But the thing is, it's pros and cons to it, Blade. Come on, you gotta tell us the truth, bro.
Saying, I can't remember what it was a saying or poem about a special military group who had the same powers. And back then, the thing they say, the saying was, the knock on your door was the death sentence. Like, once you got a knock on your door, there were no courts, no judges, once you got a knock on your door and you knew it was them, that was the death sentence. We're headed there. They just want to get Americans comfortable with this idea now. And what I'm trying to explain to people is white women are no longer exempt. That was the one protected group in America, the most protected group in the Western world. They're no longer exempt. White women, I've been hearing stories about how many women are leaving their husbands because of how their husbands reacted to this. And I'm like, they don't know how to. This is new for them. This is new for everybody. Black people, not really, because it's one of those, we told you so. We knew it was going to happen.
No, Blade. The truth is, black people, we kill each other. We're fucked up amongst our own people. We can actually learn from the goddamn immigrants. At least the immigrants ain't killing each other. The Mexicans, they got a strong family bond. That's what I love about Mexicans. Hell, today I was out driving. Shit, I pulled up next to a car. They had the hood up. It was a Mexican family sitting in the car. They had their hood up. It's freezing cold outside. I just happened to pull up next to them. I didn't even say nothing to them. I just went to my trunk, got my jumper cables out, and I went to the front. I'm like, yeah, you need a jump? They couldn't even speak English really, but they're like, yes, yes, yes. They're like, yes, yes, yes. I'm like, okay, bet. I would happen to give them a jump. They was super happy. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They got a strong family bond. We can learn something from the immigrants as Black Americans. You know what I'm saying, Blade? And of course, nobody is exempt right now because it's pros and cons to this. The thing is, we're trying to get out the criminals, but the shit got misconstrued. Now everybody got to get out, you know? I can't even walk down the street no more. I got to walk with my passport. You feel me?
But we knew it was going to start with us. Once they got you comfortable enough with the idea that this is normal for us and it's supposed to happen to us every day, then they will move it up a notch. So, but yeah, apparently.
Got a little bit more breaking news for you guys. This is an update on a video that I did earlier telling you guys that federal ICE agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota took the life of another person today. So that person has been confirmed deceased. Says he was shot multiple times in the chest. They was able to transport him to the hospital.
I just finished watching that video of that execution of that man in Minnesota by another ICE agent, an ICU nurse, 37 years old, no criminal history, 5 ICE agents, and he ends up unalived. Why is America not outraged? No outrage from no one. Is it getting to the point where we're accepting that these ICE thugs are just taking out American citizens?
We're not outraged because some of us know that the ICE agents, at the end of the day, they got a job to do, you know? At the end of the day, the ICE agents are just regular people like me and you at work. At the end of the day, they're just trying to do the goddamn job that they were assigned to do. And it's Americans that's putting their lives on the line and putting their lives in front of these ICE agents in life or death situations. Clearly, they're there to enforce some shit. They walking around with guns, rifles, military gear. Clearly, they're there to enforce some shit. Y'all down there acting like playing with them, acting like they some damn Power Rangers or something. Like y'all ain't never seen some. See, that's why I said y'all think it's games and shit. Y'all think they power troopers or I don't know what y'all think they are, RoboCops, and y'all down there playing with them, and then realizing that they're not there to play. They're like soldiers, basically. Of course, I don't condone death. I don't condone any death of any kind. It's fucked up that he got murdered. You know what I'm saying? Nobody deserves to be murdered. But then again, we got to think about our actions and the situations that we put ourselves in. At the end of the day, he could have walked away. When they was pushing him away with the camera, that was his decision to keep engaging. He made a decision to keep engaging. When he was getting pushed away with that camera, he could have walked away like, shit, fuck it, I'm out. Shit, he could have ran. I would have ran away. Fuck that. But we don't know what we would have did. But then again, it's two types of people. It's the people that'll be down there trying to face the ICE agents, trying to fight for something that don't have nothing to do with them. And then it's the people that grab back and say, fuck off. I'm about to go smoke a blunt. You feel me?
Why are we living in times like this? The people that voted for this, y'all are really happy with this? This is sad.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, details on today's shooting by Customs and Border Patrol and ICE. We've learned that the man that they shot was a 37-year-old man who was an ICU and intensive care nurse. What? They shot a nurse? Yes, they did. And Governor Tim Walz now has activated the Minnesota National Guard. I think they need to be on the streets, patrolling and protecting the citizens from ICE. Further, Donald Trump has gone on to say that Governor Tim Walz is inciting insurrection, and also Mayor
Jacob. Yeah, appreciate you coming through, bro. Hell yeah.
Fry is doing so. Donald Trump, will you stop telling lies? Child, if anybody knows anything about inciting insurrections, let's go back to January 6th. I mean, you are the expert in doing that, and they're clearly not doing what you did. That's just another one of your lies. And then we have good old Stephen Miller saying that the ICU nurse was an assassin. An assassin. Stephen Miller, suggest you should stop projecting, and I believe your ICE people and Customs and Border Patrol and DHS are the ones, if anyone is an assassin, that would be you, Christie, Noam, and Donald Trump. Usually you all can't get the facts straight. You're going to love this one. FBI is not going to do any investigating like they did much on the other with Renee Good. But DHS is going to investigate itself. What? Yes, you're going to have the fox guarding the hen house to do the investigation. You know who's going to get those eggs right. Greg Bovino says the man approached them with a 9mm pew-pew. No, he did not. Have you seen all the video? Because I've seen a lot of video, and he's never had the pew-pew out. Actually, ICE took it away, and apparently he has a permit to...
You too old to be saying pew-pew, bro.
Carry one, which I think under the Second Amendment is allowed, especially in Minnesota, if you have a permit, which I believe, it's my understanding he did, but it wasn't drawn by him. The only people that drew weapons, pew-pews, were ICE and Customs and Border Patrol, and they're the ones that discharged a number of shots into this man.
Paul Roman in the building, hell yeah. All my soldiers tapping in, y'all. Now y'all got some shit to worry about. I suggest y'all pipe down. I got my ICE agents in the chat, y'all. I got the SFA ICE agents in the chat.
The videos show it all, so you all can try to tell us, just like we don't know what we saw when we saw Renee Good unalived in the face by Jonathan Ross. Same thing here. That's what the video shows.
hearing that someone was shot by an ICE officer around 9 o'clock this morning, and that person is in critical condition. Again, we are still working to confirm that information from DHS as well as any other law enforcement that is here. But we are seeing Border Patrol. We're seeing St. Paul police officers too. We see officers that are in tactical.
Why is St. Paul police there and not the Minneapolis police?
Got my ICE agents in the chat, y'all. Y'all better speak English. Speak English. Come on now. Speak English.
Information right now, Alex.
As we learn more with this breaking news, but at this moment we'll take a quick break and reset once we learn a little bit more.
ICE killed again.
We have a major update regarding the horrific shooting today in Minneapolis, Minnesota, involving multiple masked agents. According to the Minnesota Star Tribune,
Yet another shooting involving an ICE agent has taken place in Minneapolis as a result of the violent rhetoric being spewed by people like Mayor Jacob Frey as well as Governor Tim Walz. They have effectively declared war against our federal agents on top of encouraging domestic terrorism. Two things need to happen, and quite soon at that. Number one, Trump needs to use the Insurrection Act. If there was ever a time to use it, it's right now. Second of all, people like Frey and Walz need to be very publicly tried for treason, because that's exactly what this is. For those of you who might have missed what just happened, an ICE agent was going to do a lawful deportation of an illegal alien. At that point in time, a group of leftists decided that they were going to try to prevent him from doing such, so they were being placed under arrest for obstruction of justice. At that point in time, one of the leftists pulls out a weapon and aims it at the ICE agent, who then withdrew his own weapon, fired, instantly taking the life of yet another communist. This is insane. The ICE agents that are doing their job in order to protect our national security should not have to go to work each and every single day worried for their safety because of their fellow Americans who unfortunately are suffering from an extreme case of Trump derangement syndrome. It's disgusting. It is morally reprehensible, and it needs to come to an end, and these people need to be made an example out of. Yet another shooting involving
She popping her shit. She popped her shit. She popped her shit. Listen to
ICE
it.
agent has taken place in Minneapolis as a result of the violent rhetoric being spewed by people like Mayor Jacob Frey as well as Governor Tim Walz. They have effectively declared war against our federal agents on top of encouraging domestic terrorism. Two things need to happen, and quite soon at that. Number one, Trump needs to use the Insurrection Act. If there was ever a time to use it, it's right now. Second of all, people like Frey and Walz need to be very publicly tried for treason, because that's exactly what this is. For those of you who might have missed what just happened, an ICE agent was going to do a lawful deportation of an illegal alien. At that point in time, a group of leftists decided that they were going to try to prevent him from doing such.
A group of leftists. Look at her. She popping her shit.
So they were being placed under arrest for obstruction of justice. At that point in time, one of the leftists pulls out a weapon and aims it at the ICE agent, who then withdrew his own weapon, fired, instantly taking the life of yet another communist. This is insane. The ICE agents that are doing their job in order to protect our national security should not have to go to work each and every single day worried for their safety because of their fellow Americans who unfortunately are suffering from an extreme case of Trump derangement syndrome. It's disgusting. It is morally reprehensible, and it needs to come to an end, and these people need to be made an example out of.
My tax money,
He fell on his ass, didn't he? He like, hell nah, I'm running back to the truck.
All right, everybody, we're starting off hot this morning. There's an ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis. We don't know anything about it yet. The details are starting to trickle out. I would assume a good reason for it, probably another insane lunatic leftist who fucked around and then found out, as they would say nowadays. So that's just my assumption. Of course, we're all going to come to assumptions right away, but it's important to let the facts come out first and then judge it based on that. Please don't just shoot random people, no matter what the left thinks. They just don't do it. It doesn't happen. So we're starting off hot this morning. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to keep an ear out. I'm going to scrounge the internet and all that good stuff. I got to figure out my X account. My X account's all messed up right now, but I'll figure that out. And then I'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got massive breaking news. Another person, a male, a 37-year-old man, pinned and shot by federal agents.
Pinned and shot. Damn. That sounded crazy, didn't it? Pinned and shot. That's what I'm saying. It's different stories. Now he was pinned and shot. Next, he tagged his toe. They tagged his tail on his toe. Next thing, they shot him. They took turns. You feel me? It's different.
It's going viral everywhere. It is January 24th. I'm recording this at 1:03 p.m. on the East Coast. This happened near about an hour and a half ago. And so many people band together, come back.
I told y'all I got my ICE agents in the chat. Y'all better speak English. Quit playing around. Y'all in here talking dumb. We don't speak dumb. We don't speak dumb. Y'all better speak English in this motherfucking chat. My ICE agents, they running wild.
Adding federal agents, frustrated and anger. Now, in the video, you can see the man being pinned and screaming in a dispute before shots were let off. Now, U.S. officials told CBS and Fox that the suspect...
This the north side. This the heart of the community, yo. Everybody screaming out, this ain't our fucking problem. This is our fucking problem. This is our fucking fight. They're coming in our neighborhoods, going door to door, and they're shooting, and they're killing us. What part don't anybody understand?
All right, yep. See, this type of anger gonna get your own self shot. This type of anger gonna get your own self shot, bro. We got too much killing going on with amongst ourselves. Put that same goddamn energy into your own goddamn community that's getting killed at a faster rate than anybody that's got killed by some goddamn ICE agents. Protest for that. When a nigga down the street get killed, you ain't protesting for that. You feel me? When niggas get killed, when niggas slide in the hood, you ain't protesting for that. Come on now.
No matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, Hmong, Somali, they're killing us. I should not be in our neighborhood. It should not be in our community. I need to be...
Bro, put that energy into our community. It's people, it's black, it's niggas killing niggas. Black on black crime going on every day in your community, bro. Put that energy towards that. They got enough energy towards this bullshit. We need more energy towards the shit that's going on in our own goddamn community. We dying at a much faster rate than this bullshit could ever be. You feel me?
It's literally. Y'all still hearing shots going off down there right now. Yes.
They don't hear me though. They don't hear me though.
Area of the house.
Drives forward as an immigration agent fires multiple rounds. And you can see the vehicle pass close to the ICE agent. And while difficult to see exactly what happened, this angle shows.
So I live in Minneapolis, and today is January 8th, 2026, the day after Renee Good was brutally murdered by ICE. My friend texted me this morning asking me how I was doing, where I was, and I said I wasn't home, but I need to go home soon, and I'm scared to drive. And now I'm sitting waiting in my car because she insisted that her and my other friend come drive to me to drive with me home. From where I am to where I have to get to, I have to drive through a heavily congregated area of ICE. Supposedly, from what it says on ICE or ICEout.org, which shows you where the ICE agents are, most likely. I'm driving in my own car, and two other people with cars are coming to drive near me and around me so that if anything happens, I'm not alone.
She gotta have a damn brigade to get home. See, that's fucked up. You know? Some of this is fucked up. She's not a criminal, but she's still scared. These are the pros and cons to this shit. Like I said, there's pros and cons to it. Sometimes to get to that positive change, we got to get through the ugly side. This is, right now, we're going through the ugly parts of a positive change.
That is scary. That's really scary. I just want to go home. I just want to drive to my house. I want to be able to leave my house. I have like a job I have to go to tonight, and I'm scared. I kind of wish they'd cancel.
For the Vice President of the United States of America to get on live television during a press conference after a federal agent murdered an American citizen, because you cannot shoot somebody through the window 3 times on their driver's side window and call that fucking self-defense. That is murder. But you cannot get on the television after something like that happens and say that these agents have full immunity. We are underreacting.
We got a young Karen. Young Karen, y'all.
You cannot get on television when asked how do we calm the tensions and then continually defend the agent that committed the murder. We are underreacting. If there has ever been a time in America to overreact, it is now.
She voted for Trump. She voted for Trump.
The other side of the aisle is not comprehending. These supporters of his are not comprehending. They're not getting it through their head that that could also be them. They're not comprehending that it is all of us versus them.
It's not that. That's where we getting it wrong, actually. It's not that. They at work. They doing a goddamn job. They just doing what they was told to do. It's not that. It's not us against them. If we keep having that mentality, more people gonna die. We can't have that damn mentality. We need to have the mentality that we're all Americans. You know what I'm saying? Even the ICE agents, they're Americans too. They got families and shit of their own that want their loved one to come back home to them. It's life. The protesters are making it life or death on the streets. It's a way to do this shit. It's a way to protest. You don't have to be violent when you're protesting. You don't have to fucking antagonize and get in the middle of official operations when you're protesting. That's not the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
She could have had a red MAGA hat on and they still would have shot her in her head.
They would have. They would have. Because if she was getting away in the official business and she hit somebody with her car, you know what I'm saying? Some of this shit is just uncalled for. Sometimes you just got to walk away. I think all of us can learn from that, even myself. Sometimes you just got to walk away from the bullshit, no matter how strongly you feel about it. Amen to that. You feel me? Sometimes you just got to walk away from the bullshit, no matter how strong you feel about it. Why? Because it can save you from getting yourself into a lot of bullshit.
It is all of us versus them.
No, it's not.
We are underreacting. I have anger filled inside of me. Anger for myself, anger for my neighbors, anger for my fellow citizens, anger for my children. I am pissed. We are underreacting.
What do you expect us to do, Karen? Karen, what do you expect us to do? You want us all to get out there on the streets and let them all shoot? Well, you want us all to die, Karen? What you want us to do? Tell me. Tell me what you tell me what you want, Karen. Tell me.
It doesn't stop with her. That's what I don't think a lot of people are understanding. This is not going to be a one and done. This was test the waters, get on TV and say that loud message clear to these ICE agents, you have full immunity. We are underreacting.
What do you want us to do? That's what I just asked you. What do you want us to do if we're overreacting? All I want is an answer. What you want from us, Karen? What you want from us, Karen?
The time is now. The alarm bells have been sounding for almost a year. And the time for action is now.
More people blocking the goddamn traffic for no goddamn reason. Damn. See that? Hopefully they don't cut my stream for showing it, but shit, y'all ain't see nothing for real. Y'all just heard the shots, but you see how that shit is? Motherfucker just got they shit parallel in the street for no reason at all. What was the point of that? Whole car parallel in the street for no reason, just because they know ICE agents is passing. Look, blocking official business. That's what it looked like to me. Whole car parallel in the. Come on, bro. This ain't a parking spot. The motherfucker thought this was a parking spot. This is what I'm saying. They hop right out the truck. Look. Like, this shit getting out of control. No! Then she want to move when they go up to her car. Come on, bro.
I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, if you hate Trump, if you love Trump. Regardless of what side you're on, what ICE did today was not justified, bro. That shit was straight murder. And it's crazy how we could all watch the same video and come up with two different conclusions.
Exactly. It's two different types of people. We already talked about this. It's two different types of people. It's the person that'll get out there and risk their life for something that doesn't have nothing to do with them. And then it's the person that's going to protest a different way.
If that ICE agent isn't persecuted to the fullest extent of the law for murdering a woman in broad daylight in the middle of the street in front of several witnesses for the crime of following their orders, which was to move her car out of the way, which she was doing, if they don't persecute him for murdering her, then what does that mean? That was a rhetorical question. It means that more so than we thought before, ICE can move through the world with complete and total immunity. They can come into our neighborhoods, into our towns, into our cities, into our homes, into our cars, into our children's schools, daycares, it doesn't matter. They can go wherever they want, and they could execute you in the middle of the day, in the middle of the day, in the middle of the street, in front of dozens of people.
Not if you're not getting in their goddamn way of official business and all of this bullshit. Not if you're putting yourself in the fucking way of trouble. Not if you're going to implement yourself into danger. Like, come on now. The average person ain't just parallel parking in front of ICE while they're trying to ride down the street. You know what I'm saying?
And it won't matter. Is that the kind of world you want to live in?
No.
If
look at maroon colored pilot, you're going to see it's going to be kind of in the center of your screen.
It's going to be the center of your screen, and there's a law enforcement truck that comes up. There are 3 law enforcement officers. You're going to see one is going to walk up to the vehicle, and then there is another to the side, but there's a third, and this is the person who fired the shots. And it's hard to see that person. The video goes really, really quickly, and it's from a distance, but there is another agent. The one who fired the shots is sort of on the left front driver's side of this vehicle.
And you don't really see that officer until the vehicle drives away. So just make sure you pay. We just wanted to reiterate that part, because if you're joining us for the first time and it's your first time looking at this video, you might be wondering, what am I looking at? Where should I be focusing on? So again, focus on that maroon colored vehicle, the Honda Pilot, and those 3 officers out there as well. Let's play that again.
No!
Looks to me like he had his arm in
There's another one running up on the right-hand side, but we're really
the car, and she tried to drive off with him with his arm in the car.
Left-hand side of the vehicle as we're looking.
That looks like self-defense to me.
So again, not going to show this a lot today, but really just want to look at maroon colored.
You know what I really think? I think this is George Floyd 2.0, and you can quote me if I'm wrong, but I think she's their new martyr. I really do. They're in the streets right now, screaming, "Rise up." I think this is what Democrats wanted too. They wanted civil unrest. That's why they kept drilling it into their minds that ICE is kidnapping people. They are sending them back to their home country. They also take people who have been human smuggling, child trafficking. Those are the people that you guys are defending. And the unfortunate event is that she put herself in that situation. She did not have to be blocking ICE with her car. She did not have to try to run over an ICE agent.
Pop your shit.
And the sad thing also is that if she had successfully ran over that ICE agent, you guys would be celebrating and cheering in the streets right now. You guys have lost your fucking minds.
Why? I know that we can. There's battle. Move,
There is something that is happening.
I'm down, I killed him.
Don't look like a sidewalk.
This isn't a movie scene.
Just don't listen. Just don't listen. Just out there just disobeying. God damn.
At this desk, and you're going to be doing a great job also. To all of those young Republicans, we're doing really well. Stay online, don't get offline, and vote. Make sure you get through and vote. We're going to have a big victory tonight. Republicans, we're doing really well. Stay online, don't get offline, and vote. Make sure you get through and vote. We're going to have a big victory tonight. I just received word about Joe Rogan's endorsement. He's a fantastic guy, and it's a great honor to receive it. Thank you, Joe, very much. Everyone will prosper, every family. After years of building up foreign nations, defending foreign borders and protecting foreign, the incredible border surge is living at peace in the Middle East. We want to change. That's what's important right now. And I'd like to begin by asking very...
Monday night.
We'll be a good team holding. We would. Come on with that.
I played golf with him. He's damn good, y'all.
3, 2, 1. Much better in golf. Great time in Wisconsin. Brett Favre, the phenomenal football player, endorsed me. It was an honor. And TikTok, we love you. We'll be a good team holding. We would. What a terrible term to use the word garbage. We're garbage. And I call you the heart and soul of America. What a terrible term to use the word garbage. We're garbage. And I could... Our next commander-in-chief. We as Muslims... Hello, world. Hello, world. We just wrapped up a great podcast. We had a good time. I think you'll find it very interesting and enjoy it. Hello, world.
There's a huge crowd outside, and I think that last question is going to come from a young man out there. What should I know before I go vote?
So I have an idea. Let's go.
Okay, so I have some.
Adam Mockler just showed extremely slowed down footage moments before the shooting of a protest.
And remember, kids, the next...
All right, everybody, we're starting off hot this morning. There's an ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis.
Okay, good idea. Let's do that. Let's do that, because they showing the same shit. They showing the same thing.
Epstein, fuck niggas.
Jay, crazy.
Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Y'all came in with a song. Y'all came in. Epstein fucking rape niggas and hit. I saw you.
How rich is Jeffrey Epstein?
Hey everyone, just a friendly reminder, our president's on the Epstein list.
Epstein fuck niggas.
Thank God.
Epstein rape.
Wait, Jeff.
Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Y'all came in with
Jeffrey?
See, they're just online playing with this Jeffrey Epstein shit. This shit done turned into a meme, bro.
Epstein! Einstein!
See? They just playing games now, y'all.
There's been a lot of talk about the president losing support, especially on immigration. Polls last week suggested that a majority of Americans had lost faith in ICE. And there's a new poll from Siena and the New York Times that finds President Trump underwater with voters. Just 40% approve of the job that he's doing on immigration. Yet the goal he's trying to accomplish still has broad support. Despite all the chaos, despite the tragic shooting of Renee Good, despite all the negative press generated about ICE, half of Americans still support the Trump administration's...
Okay, y'all, look. The people that's coming in, that's saying impeach Trump and all of that, let them rock. Don't hide them. Let them rock. I want to hear what they got to say. Let's hear what they got to say. Okay? Let some of them rock. Y'all hitting them over the head. I see y'all hitting them over the head. I told y'all I got my ICE agents in here. It's going to be pros and cons to it. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what they got to say. We got to hear out the other side. That's the main thing about the chat. I like to hear out the other side. And then if they get disrespectful towards me personally as the host, that's when we get on their ass. Okay? Let's get it.
Deportation of immigrants living in the United States illegally, while 47% oppose it. Now, contrary to what the liberal media would have you believe, that's not support just for deporting the worst of the worst. That is support for deporting every illegal migrant in the country here illegally. Other polls have even higher levels of support. Surprisingly, the New York Times poll has independents supporting Trump's deportations by a 12-point margin at 54%. And even 42% of Latinos approve of his deportation agenda.
I like her necklace, though. I like
This is the third shooting at the hands of a federal agent in this town in less than a month. People here are absolutely sick of this.
You live here. You've got to be here after all this bullshit is over. 5 shots they put into that man's body. And how do you look me in the eye and tell me you can justify this?
You see him sending a message. Sir, let me ask you why you came out today. What brought you out here?
Right,
I'm a veteran. I swore an oath back in 1969 to protect this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That ain't what she asked you, bro. She asked you, why are you out here today? Why are you doing this stuff? That's what she asked you. She didn't ask if you was a veteran and all that shit. That's cool. She asked you, why are you doing this stuff today?
This is unbelievable. People, this is the third person that's been shot as a result of
He didn't answer the question. She said, why are you doing this stuff?
this. How many more bodies do we have to have in the state of Minnesota? How many more? How many more before somebody is responsible or held responsible for this? These people live here. This is their home. They got to come back to this. They will never be accepted again. I promise you that.
When you say these people, you're talking about the state troopers, the local police.
I saw at home, I saw them hold a man down and put 5 shots into his body. Unnecessarily. They say he had a weapon, but this is a conceal and carry state. I have a weapon. Okay? Every day I leave my house, I have a weapon because I feel unsafe in my own state. Ace cannot do this. We cannot allow this to happen again. This is going to be a powder keg. A powder keg.
Now, this week in Davos, President Trump did something that terrified the global elite. He did not just criticize globalization, he declared that it is over, standing in front of the very people who designed, defended, and enforced this economic model. Donald Trump said the quiet bit out loud. The great globalist experiment has failed. Failed economically, failed socially, failed culturally, and crucially, it has failed the people that it was supposed to help. For decades, Western governments were told that borders did not matter, nations were outdated, and mass migration was simply progress. That industry could be outsourced, energy dependence ignored, and social cohesion treated as an afterthought. Donald Trump's message this week was simple. America is done with the globalist illusion. Tariffs are back, borders are back, energy independence is back, and the era of sacrificing ordinary citizens for abstract economic theories is being challenged head on. But the most explosive part of Trump's speech to me wasn't economic. It was civilizational. When he warned that parts of Europe are becoming unrecognizable, he was describing something that millions of people can already see and already feel. Not gradual change, not diversity and moderation, but demographic transformation, imposed from above, without public consent, without public debate, and without a serious plan for social integration. Just look around. Europe's great cities, London, Paris, Brussels, Stockholm, Berlin, are changing at a pace no society has ever absorbed without tension. Entire districts where the native population is now a minority. Many countries now have capital cities that are majority minority. Schools where shared languages and norms no longer really exist. Public trust is declining, politics is fragmenting. And this didn't happen by accident. It was a choice made by elites who never asked the public and who punished anybody who raised concerns.
It may have made people watching.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here today. It's an honor to serve as the Secretary of State during a historic presidency. And it's a historic presidency because the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is someone who is not limited by what others say is possible or what others say is impossible. He's not limited by some of the things that have happened in the past, and he's willing to talk to or engage with anyone in the interest of peace, always putting the American people and our national security first, but understanding that in the world that we share with so many others, peace is paramount to all of us. We are here today because of President Trump's vision. If we go back just a few months ago, people thought what was happening in Gaza was impossible to solve. 28 hostages that were dead, others that were still living, all these hostages that were being held. No one thought that that would ever come to a resolution without more fighting and more bloodshed along the way. In fact, frankly, many thought it was intractable. And sadly, many of the institutions that have served us well in many cases for the last 70 years were unable to do anything about it. But President Trump had the vision and the courage to dream the impossible, to believe that it was doable, and to pursue it with all of his heart. And he was in that capacity assisted by an extraordinary team, and I think both Jared and Steve deserve a tremendous amount of credit, Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff, for all the work they put in. And all of our partners here today. And now we have this Board of Peace, who I believe's possibilities are endless. Obviously with a focus first and foremost on making sure that this peace deal in Gaza becomes enduring. And I know this president has it as his highest priority.
Board of Peace, all countries got to pledge $1 billion. Russia, if y'all want to be in on this, we need $1 billion.
We'll give it everything he has to make sure that this is successful. I also want to acknowledge the extraordinary leaders that are here today. This is not just a board of peace, this is a board of action. Just like President Trump is a president of action. A lot of times people like to give speeches. I've been to many of these forums, and they're not useless, and they're not, they have utility in many cases. But oftentimes in international affairs, we often find ourselves at events where people are reading these scripted statements, these strongly worded letters that they put out, but no action, nothing happens. This is a group of leaders that are about action. And the President of the United States is a president of action, of getting things done. And today is the beginning of that, of a new era and a new stage that we think is so important as a model to the rest of the world of what is possible. And clearly the focus is right now on Gaza and making sure that the plan that's about to be presented to you here today, this vision for the future of Gaza, this vision for the future of the region, is not just possible and promising. It is our destiny if we put the time and the effort that it requires, as I know this board will do. But I also think it will serve as an example of what's possible in other parts of the world. Without losing focus on what's before us now, this is what's possible for other places and other conflicts that seem impossible to solve right now. So I want to, for the United States, on behalf of the team that worked so hard on this, thank every single one of the leaders that are here today and all the countries that have committed to joining, and many others who are going to join. Others either are not in town today or they have to go through some procedure internally in their own country.
Hello to everyone at the March for Life. For 53 years, students, families, patriots, and believers have come to Washington from every corner of the country to defend the infinite worth and God-given dignity of every human life. In 2026, as we celebrate 250 years since our founding fathers recognized the right to life in our Declaration of Independence, I want to thank every single one of you who was out on this winter day, a beautiful day, but it's winter nevertheless, to stand up for the unborn. 6 years ago, I was proud to be the first president in history to attend this march in person. Since then, we have made unprecedented strides to protect innocent life and support the institution of the family like never before. There's never been anything like it. In my first term, I was honored to appoint judges and justices who believed in interpreting the Constitution as written. That was a big deal. And because of that, the pro-life movement won the greatest victory in its history. Now the work to rebuild a culture that supports life continues in every state, every community, and every part of our beautiful land. This is a battle that must be fought, must be won, not only in the corridors of power, but above all in the hearts and souls of the people. That is why under the Trump administration, we're strongly defending religious liberty. We're bringing back faith in America. We're bringing back God. Faith. We have stopped forced taxpayer funding of abortion at home and abroad. We're championing faith-based adoption and foster care and supporting our parents by investing $1,000 into an account that will grow over time for every newborn baby. With your help and support, we will continue to fight at the eternal truth that every child is a gift from God. Thank you, and God bless America.
And on that note, y'all, stay tuned. Be on the lookout for my next stream, Redacted American History Part 1. Once again, be on the lookout for my next series, Redacted American History Part 1. What I'll be doing in that stream is looking over American history that kind of correlates to what's going on today and different things that we went through as a country, and you know how it affects us today and how we're still going through these same issues. Once again, man, I would like to send out a appreciation to all of my mods that came through tonight. I appreciate you guys. My SFA ICE agents, you guys got a new name, you feel me? We ran the chat tonight just like every night. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. You dig what I'm saying? Also, check out my memberships, y'all. My memberships are only $199. $199 for my memberships, y'all. Check out the memberships. And once again, I got a lot of different videos. My live streams are a different world. My regular videos are a different world. And then my shorts are a whole different world. But anyways, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. You could be anywhere tonight, and you chose to be here. Happy birthday to Redwood Returns. Spam that in the chat for me real quick. Happy birthday to Redwood. You dig? And yeah, man, on that note, mods, set your alarms. Redacted American History Part 1. That is going to be the name of my next streaming series, so be on the lookout for that. Once again, guys, I'm your host, Surviving Film Mode Africa, Zach Talks TV.